Welcome into another edition of Just a Minute with Austin Hannon. I'm Katie Windham, and it's just another wild day on the Alabama beat, Austin. The latest news this morning is that Alabama has terminated head baseball coach Brad Bohannon after 6 seasons with the Crimson Tide. And of course, this comes amidst news that, earlier in the week, Ohio had said they were going to stop allowing gambling on Alabama baseball because of suspicious activity. Then some other states followed suit. And based on the press release from Greg Byrne and the statement, it seems like it could have something to do with that. But Austin, is someone who's covered this Alabama baseball team this year and some for the past few years too, just kind of what's your initial reaction to this and just this whole situation in general that's going on with Alabama baseball?
Yeah, it's crazy. The tumultuous 2023 continues for the athletic department here in Tuscaloosa. It just seems like one thing after another. They're trying to have to keep behind closed doors, and then everything comes out. Now this is a national story, which it usually wouldn't be because Alabama baseball is not a national program like the football and basketball teams are. But yeah, I mean, it's been 6 years he's got here. He went to one NCAA tournament. Coming into this year, he was already on the hot seat, but the team kind of figured it out this year a little bit. They were, in the middle of the pack of the SEC, which is better than you may think. They just a couple weekends ago swept Missouri and Columbia. And then, of course, the lawsuit comes out about Blake Bennett, the former player, saying that Bohannon and now the interim coach Jason Jackson mistreated his injury and basically kicked him off the team because he was hurt, which we don't know exactly what happened with that. But then you flash forward to this last weekend in Baton Rouge, they get swept and the whole gambling thing comes out. From what I saw from the statement from Greg Byrne, it does not look to me like this was a performance thing. I tweeted that out this morning, just based off the wordiness and the way he said it. He did say amongst other things, but he violated team rules and university rules and what you can do to be a coach at this university, which means it doesn't look pretty, Katie. It doesn't look like a good situation at all. But now they have to get ready for a huge series this weekend. I mean, their season at this moment, I still think they're an NCAA tournament team, but the sweep at LSU didn't help. Now you have the number 5 Vanderbilt Commodores coming into town, which it almost would be better if they were on the road this weekend to kind of get away from the attention. But it's going to be right here at home at Sewell Thomas Stadium. The fans, are they going to show up? Will there be more fans there because Bohannon's gone to support the team? It's going to be interesting. I think we'll have to see, some teams in sports, kind of get a spark off that when a coach leaves. And obviously this is for different reason. This is something that could obviously mess with the mental of the team. Thinking that, what if our coach was, gambling on our games and, then a whole nother topic in conversation continues. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens this weekend against Vanderbilt. But I mean, I think it's definitely it's an upward climb now going the rest of the season.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot to take in here. Like you mentioned, there was the lawsuit, but one of the people mentioned in the lawsuit is now the interim head coach. So it would lead you to believe, we don't know yet. More stuff is going to come out. We're trying to find out more information. But that would lead you to believe it's not related to the lawsuit. And like you said, not really performance-based either, because baseball is one team that I have never really covered in my years covering Alabama athletics, but kind of looking into Bohannon's numbers today, he's already 2 wins off his highest total ever in a complete season at Alabama this year. And like you said, the SEC is tough. Alabama's also has different issues with their scholarships and things like that. And so this has been a good season on the field by Alabama baseball standards. So it's very likely not performance based. And if it was, it wouldn't be happening at this point in the season anyway, more than likely, especially with a series literally starting tonight.
Yes.
So we will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. But as of Thursday morning, Brad Bohannon no longer the baseball coach at Alabama. And that'll wrap up today's Just a Minute. Thank you so much for watching.